Hi, good morning and assalamu alaikum. So I wanted just to do a quick video, almost like a little bit of a follow-up to my garlic. So I made a video earlier about how I germinate my garlic indoors first before putting it in the ground. Now I'm not saying that putting a garlic clove in the ground is wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just sharing a technique that I've used over the last couple of years that's really helped me with getting a really good harvest. So I like to put it in the ground while it has some roots. I just noticed that it really settles in the soil better. I don't have to worry about it rotting. I don't have to worry too much on whether it will grow. Obviously things may happen, but this just gives a better chance, I would say. So this is the way I like to put it in the ground, and I'm going to show you some that I've put in the ground already, just to show like what my spacing is like. So here we are. Here is some that I've done earlier before. So I like the idea of a low maintenance type of farming, very low impact, not disturbing the soil too much, not having to use any fancy tools or any mechanical tools. Everything that you need has been designed for you. You have the best tools, which are your hands. You may see me use an odd tool here or there, but to be honest, I like to use my hands. And how I plant my garlic, I don't know if you can see like this raised kind of mount. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but you see like an indentation here, a raised mount, and an indentation there. So the way I measure it is it's the width of my whole palm of my hands. So this is the width, and then I just make sure that I do a groove here, and I make a mount. I'm gonna try and so if you can see, here is the groove that I use my hand. So I just do like this, and then any soil that's there, I just scoop it so that it makes a mount. And then the way I plant in terms of width apart, I do the width of my middle finger and my thumb. So I do it alternative. So I just literally just do that, poke a hole. When I do the next hole, I put my same finger back in that hole, and then there. When I do the next hole, I put my same thumb back in this hole, and then like a zigzag. So that's how I do my spacing apart. And I don't do this raised mounts with just garlic. I also do it with my onions. I'm going to show you how I do my onions. So again, I'm going to hopefully try and capture it. Emphasis on try. But you can see onions springing up. Again, this groove mounts here. The mount on top. And with my spring onions, it's slightly different. Rather than it being just this apart, I try to do three rows instead. So it is more like this and then this to make the middle. So if you think of a dice, it's got two on the bottom, two at the top, and one in the middle, and that makes my third row. because again, spring onions, you know, and I do that with any onions really. And then throughout the time it's growing, I could always wean out and use it as baby spring onions, and allow the rest to grow into big mature onions. So yeah, so this is how I do it. Again, with spinach and beetroot, the only difference is just the spacing. Some I may do 3 in a row an amount. Beetroot, so I do 4. With these are smaller. Those ones there are a little bit a smaller variety, so I do about maybe 8. So you just kind of just get, and there is no right or wrong answer. I just want you to understand that it's whatever works for you. You use your own instinct and intuition. You know, it's very much more of a spiritual way of connecting with the earth, rather than getting a ruler out and measuring in 3 inches apart. You just go with your gut feeling. So yeah, this is all transplant shock, because I dig them up and put them in a different place, but they're gonna, you know, God willing, bloom once their roots have settled, just like these now their roots have settled now. So I hope that's giving you a bit of understanding on how to plant your garlic, onions, or even any kind of planting method. This really works really well.